Hello everybody who watches this channel. I am doing this series now, my Formula 1 career series. I'm gonna and ah a lot because I'm a bit tired. So first race here. You won't be seeing qualifying or anything. 8th or above. I think I proved myself too well in qualifying. Otherwise I've got to overtake 2 people. Race strategy, okay. It's 15 laps, I start in 10th. Stop on lap 5. I'll stay on lap 6. Engineer. I cannot have a quick car setup, so let's just go to the track, get this over with. Set indeed. Come on, out. Now I don't think I'll be able to do many laps all in one without losing focus at all. Oh yeah, I'm using a helmet overlay mod, so get this certain. So I've got a different helmet. Hang on. We need to turn this down to about. Okay, now you should be able to hear me better. You know what, that is a bit too loud. Yeah, we'll have that down. Can't have that any further down. So, we're off to a flying start, overtaken by 2 people. May have bumped into the back of someone, but I don't think there has been any casualty of the sort. Straight down the inside. I'm gonna try and get behind Hamilton. Oh no, I'll be able to overtake him. I'll take that. Now to the corner in which you should never open your DRS on. And soon I will try to overtake Busson. Now, this being my first series in Formula 1, using a keyboard anyway. This is F1 2012, so, and I'm using a keyboard. Keyboards are not the best thing you want to use on a racing game. Lucky for me, the accelerate is not forward and back, no, up, and brake is not down, rather than accelerator is space and brake is control, arrow keys for directional turns. Something tells me they're going to get away. They are going to get away from me relatively soon. So that's not very good.
Looking at the radar, we predict a dry race.
You predict a dry race. Is that so? I do not see any clouds in the sky. Right. Ooh. Gained quite a bit of time on them now. Ooh. Push button round to the outside. And overtaken. I know penalties are reduced, but I don't want to push him off of the track. Now Alonso is going to get quite far away as I battle with Busson. Or not. There is indeed now a race for first place. Or battle for first place, as Sky would put it. And BBC has always put it, but you know. Now, he does do well on the straights. Now I'm going to use my curves and durs. Yes, I think I understand that, race engineer. Schumacher has the fastest lap. And I have taken the lead of the race.
We're 7 places up on our predicted finish. Come on, keep going.
And I'm really thinking of upping the difficulty up soon. Because I don't want to have to win every single race. I need to learn otherwise. And completely missing the apex on one side, then going straight over the apex on the other. Thinking about how much easier this would be with a steering wheel and pedals rather than keyboard, and I'm not exactly using a mouse. Now I didn't want to have any wheel spin there, so I did have to slow my car down.
Should be due a tyre change within a couple of laps.
Okay, I really was trying to scratch my ears because they are itchy. So I admit I was not prepared for that corner. I still need to get used to a couple more controls on this. Example, how the hell do I look behind me? Probably something like backspace. Enter? No. Shift? None of them.
You have a 2-second gap to the car behind. We need to keep it clean so he doesn't get a chance to overtake.
Alright. So, you've obviously heard that. Because you probably don't hear me very well over the volume of this. To get some wheel spin there. Wheel spin is not what I want at all. My tyres should be fine for another lap. At the end of the next lap I am due for a pit stop, I believe. Sticking to the racing line, hoping that I don't have any wheel spin, because I should pit in later. Because maybe lap 7, depending on how well I'm doing after this and the third sector of next lap. And I am doing quite well for tyre wear and temperature. There's a lot to think about while driving in this game. Oh god, Alonso. I bet he has Durs. No, it's Durs.
The car ahead in sector 3. Try to pass him.
As if he can get in front of me. To right he can. I bet he's got DRS. No, he's not got DRS.
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
It wants me to pit because A, it's due, and
The pit window is open. Box this lap.
okay, that was his DRS. Oh, the crowd goes wild apparently.
Let's carry this through to the end.
An very intense battle going on. Especially for Alonso, who is probably trying desperately to overtake me.
You need to pit in this lap.
Okay, my rear wheels aren't doing the best, so I do confess I must pit in now. Well done me for getting that timing well. And the two behind me have followed into the pits. Many other people are planning on pitting in. Me getting overtaken quite a lot here. I end up behind Alonso, but in front of
We don't want a penalty.
Button. So that's good.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
There we go. Easy enough.
You're a few places down on Daniel.
So my teammate is a few places up on me. My tyres are a bit cold, so I should try and get them heated up.
But you're maintaining the gap to the car ahead, so we're very happy. This is good.
I'm back to where I started.
Your brakes are at optimum operating temperature.
Hopefully I can maintain this position for the next couple of laps where everyone else will be pitting in, and I can end up hopefully back to where I have started.
Push you, don't let it catch you.
Another 8 laps to go. And my fraps counter has gone. I have no idea where, and I don't know if it's still recording. My TV plays up on me. I play up on myself. Well, the fraps counter is now back. Good.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
I have made it just in front of my team. I believe that was my teammate. No, that was Webber. I am now on lap 8 and back in first place where I was before the pit stops. This all playing out well. Only 3 laps worth of fuel left. Oh, I did it again. That was not very good. I tend to do that quite a lot. I accidentally press control when trying to accelerate out of the corner. It's just a surge of panic. The flashy blippy people spectate as I crash my car again. The fraps counter has yet again disappeared. This is quite annoying, because I have no clue whether to say if I'm recording or not. Hopefully the fraps counter will reappear soon to reassure me that I am definitely recording. Gonna mess around with that for a little bit. Maybe I should not have done that. I think I may have lost some time. Gained. I don't know anymore. Alright, trying my best to stay as far away from Webber as possible. Now only another 5 laps to go. And probably less than 5 laps of fuel left in the tank. No, just 3. It was 3 a bit earlier, so I think it might be able to last.
Webber's just behind you. Try to build a gap.
Okay, I'm trying my best to build a gap, but what can I do about it but carry on driving? That was probably the best I've got around that corner there. Webber is gaining a lot of time on moi. Only 2 laps left of fuel, but 4 laps left to go. There is not a way that I can push much harder to get some more time between me and Webber. Raikkonen now with the fastest lap of a 1:37.099. Standard reds, fuck.
Webber's just behind you. Try to build a gap. You need to increase the gap. You're within 1 second of the car behind. He will use DRS.
Oh no. I can't let him use Kurs and Durs to overtake me. I'd assume that was his Durs.
Great move.
Me trying desperately to maintain my position in first place for Toro Rosso, sister team of the team in which I am battling. Very intense battle between me and Webber. As my race engineer begs of me to keep the gap and maybe open the gap a little bit more. Trying to save my Kurs for if he uses Durs on the place he overtook me earlier this race. This isn't a very interesting race, so will be cut down. Only a couple of laps to go now. And I'd assume it's roughly 3 laps to go at the moment. Again, trying my best to gain as much time on Webber as possible before my engineer nags at me again.
You're driving as well as I've ever seen. This is exactly what we need until the end.
My engineer has congratulated me on my fastest lap and asks me to keep it up.
Your tyres are at a good temperature.
I see the blue flags will be coming out soon, as these peoples in front of me will be overtaken very shortly. He has a blue flag, that means I am allowed to overtake. His blip on the radar says I'm allowed to overtake. As I'm not sure if that is Webber directly behind me, or if that is Charles Peak, who I have just overtaken. Block of the team Marussia is allowing me to overtake due to blue flag. Charles Pick is, I think, has just let Webber through. Only a couple of laps left before which I can hopefully maintain this position and speed. I do worry so much of my awful driving for when Monaco comes. Not the best place to be off of the track, but the place in which I was just at. 5 seconds. This means he is catching up rather quickly. A bit of tyre spin there, but another 2 laps of fuel. I could have swore it said that about 3 laps ago. Well, then again, it did say 5 laps on about 5 laps left, about more than that ago. Races do seem to drag on. Not as much as school. Much rather be playing this all day than at school. Then again, I need my qualifications. Hence why I go to cadets. For my aviation studies. That was not very good. Please tell me I've got more replays. Ooh, flashback. These last laps, I will have to be cautious. Of course, I am the person who easily screws that over. Of course, it had to be me. I must try to get this place back. The fraps counter has reappeared, not sure when, but I think the fraps counter has luckily blurted out some boring parts of the race. Me being on my final lap, I must overtake Webber. Something tells me that's something that may not happen.
Button's just behind you. Try to build a gap.
Me pushing as hard as I possibly can to try and stop a gap from coming up. Pass carrying if that was a corner cut. It's the final lap. And I have had my first podium. Hopefully I have unlocked an achievement. And I will be upping the difficulty a little bit next race. Because that race was rather boring.
Great race, just fantastic. 18 points.
18? That is good enough for me.
You're second in the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, because I was second in the first race and there's only been one. That would explain quite a lot, my engineer. And the little cutscene to show that I have won the race. Hope people like the racing helmet that I have. It is a mod. I congratulate my friend who I had a massive battle with for pole position. Red Bull gets first race win. Toro Rosso urges repeat. They would like me to do the same thing again. I've almost leveled up in my career. And I must check my emails now. So I want to see what putting research and development. Next race information. There should be no rain. Some congratulations. It was my first podium on the first race. And my race results data. Thank you guys for watching my very first video of the season series. Tune in next time for the Malaysian Grand Prix. The Chinese will be the next one. But for now, goodbye.